16th of September 2023. Remember guys to like, share, comment and follow. So guys, the Mthwakazi Republic Party MRP has petitioned Sadc calling for the regional organization's involvement in its demand for the creation of an independent state, Mthwakazi, covering Matebeleland and the Midlands provinces, separate from Zimbabwe. Site reported that MRP members Tobias Fuyane, chairman of Botswana, South Gaborone, and Leonard Dube, information and publicity secretary from the same province, delivered a petition to Sadc offices on Thursday. A letter written by MRP President Kolisi Moyo and sub-raising the call for Mthwakazi's self-determination was attached to the petition, as well as a recently signed petition paper with 25,880 signatures. The Sadc Secretariat stamped, signed and registered the petition under the reference number 3951863. The petition reads: the references are petition by the Mthwakazi people for the restoration of their kingdom and state. This petition is inspired by the standing resolution of the United Nations with regards to the autonomy and self-determination of all minority groups whose human rights are being denied and their dignity trampled on by their majority ethnic groups anywhere in the world. We are proud and law-abiding nation that was established by King Mthwakazi, bringing together many ethnic groups and creating a sense of singular nationhood amongst them, that he then called the Mthwakazi Kingdom State. The colonization of our state was never associated with that of Mashonaland or Zimbabwe, as we were still a sovereign state at the time this region of Southern Africa was colonized in 1890. Therefore, our decolonization could not have been mixed and combined with that of Mashonaland or Zimbabwe. Our country was invaded in November 1893 by the British South African Company BSA Co. on November 4, 1893, in defiance of the authority of Her Majesty Queen Victoria, according to the Mthwakazi Treaty of Peace and Unity signed on the 11th of February 1888 between Queen Victoria and King Lobengula Khumalo. Britain and Mthwakazi were allies, and allies did not invade each other. We are aware, however, that after the invasion and conquest of Mthwakazi by the BSA Co. and the British Crown, on the other hand, granted the Royal Charter of Incorporation to the BSA Co., conferring it with all the powers of a government on all lands north of the Limpopo River, in the subsequent action that the BSA Co. referred to as the Victoria Agreement of 14 August 1893, which is the instrument by which the British Crown legalized the action of displacing the Mthwakazi nation and looting our cattle. Such action on the part of the British Crown was illegal. The British Crown also legalized the continued occupation of our kingdom state illegally by proclaiming the Matebeleland Order in Council on the 19th of July 1894, where it was claimed that our kingdom had been broken down and replaced by a better system. The declaration was racist and false. In the letter, Moyo said there has never been a political agreement in Zimbabwe that has benefited the Ndebele people. He wrote, whether the 1923 amalgamation, the 1980 Zimbabwe independence, the 1987 so-called Unity Accord have not been in our favor, but in that of Mashonaland people. The 2017 military coup worked for the Mashonaland people. They alone were at the table negotiating exit packages for Robert Mugabe and posts in the new government. None from among us were invited. The global political agreement that followed the disputed election outcome of 2008 didn't involve us either. Principles in the deal were Mashonaland people. Whatever was discussed was for the good of Mashonaland, with nothing for Mthwakazi. He appealed to Sadc to also consider the Mthwakazi self-determination agenda when deliberating on Zimbabwe's disputed 2023 harmonized elections. So guys, the story continues. I mean, it's not the first time that we've talked about it here on this channel. We've talked about it here so many times about the Mthwakazi Republic pushing for the Mthwakazi state, and ngakuthi zvone aiwa Midlands in Matebeleland should be another country, and remember kuti kind of history, they are demanding for the creation of an independent state, and Mthwakazi are covering Matebeleland and the Midlands provinces separate from Zimbabwe. And so what say, guys, ngati in the comment section. They've wrote to Sadc, actually is they've surrendered a petition to Sadc about this whole situation. I don't know how it's going to end, but there's also 25,880 signatures, and I said one I was sure we want us to be removed from this whole Zimbabwe situation. So guys, in the comment section. This is a weekly news roundup on Prince Mila Entertainment TV. As much as we talk about it, as much as we discuss about it, it's not the first time. Actually, we talked about it here so many times, and it goes back to nyaye reconciliation. Nyaye kuti my politicians and they failed to resolve nyaye kukura hundi. Before kukura hundi, pana kuitwa national healing and since 1980. So donya ikutoti nanasi ichiri kungonge iri ma communities akasiyana and both in Mashonaland and both in Midlands and both in Matebeleland, and so it will never be solved. And chamba chungona magroups akata same Mthwakazi Republic vachibuda vachipusha their agenda, which I think they have a reason to do it, because vakoneka kuti ivo vari kunge vachiseparate asingapuwe rudo rungo chipuwa vamwe vanhu vari kune dzimwe nzvimbo. That's why tizoona even ngoyama elections kumatebeleland vanhu vashoma vari interested in voting, vari interested in participating in the national building. Reason why is because they feel neglected. Ndi baba yokuti vanongofamba chingoti mwana wangu uyu, but behind closed doors vanenge vasingabhadhare school fees, vasingatombokutengerana anything, and saka they feel like okay, we don't belong here, we belong maybe in South Africa. That's why chizongona vazhinji vachiteva vakapedza chikoro vanoenda kuSouth Africa vanoshanda ikoko, and vazhinji vakaenda kuSouth Africa vanozombodzoka zvakare because they really don't fit in. They feel like they don't fit in the new Zimbabwe yakawana rusununguko muna 1980. So the blame should be on the founding fathers vakatadza kunyaso balanza vanhu pachokwadi nguva ichiripo, because 44 years later we are still talking about nyaya yekuda kupatsanurana into two because of ABCD. Dai pakatwa a national healing, I don't think we'll be talking more about nyaya yekuti Mthwakazi is pushing for this agenda yekuti vari state yavo vega. I mean, for you, we should be talking more about Matebeleland be an industrialization hub for the whole country. But anyway, this is weekly news roundup on Prince Mila Entertainment TV. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Got it all in the comment section. Remember to turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our new uploads that we do upload here. Bless up.